I don't know, for some technical weirdness, we weren't showing up on our page, and maybe we're still not. I don't know. And maybe it's
Maybe
maybe
it's
it's
just us today, and we'll find out later that it was perfectly fine.
maybe.
Whatever.
Well, I already deleted it,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah,
We were here, then we were gone, and now we're back.
pretty much.
So, greetings. We'll start fresh. Salutations. We are all in alignment with Anita A, Cheryl V, creating sacred spaces, helping you reduce some of the stress in your life. Because really, we all have too darn much stress.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Probably. Yeah. Okay, I see us. Yay!
Yay, we're there. We're
We
here.
landed. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. And we get our topic and our theme from the Personal Paradise card deck by Tara Catherine Collins. Every week we come here and give you some TAPs, some tips based on the cards that come out of the deck, which is quite
Mhm.
fun. And we've been doing this for a little while. We'll just say
Yeah, and
that.
our tip is 20 is
It's plenty.
plenty. 20 minutes is plenty of time to just, do something that's going to
Mhm.
shift the energy in your home. I have to tell you, the other day, the kids had come for supper or something, so I'm standing by the stove and I'm stirring and waiting and whatever, and
Mhm.
I open up the utensil drawer and I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh
Ooh.
my gosh, this looks terrible. And I had just been updating the Airbnb property and gone through the drawers over there and made
Of
sure that
course.
for the guests, right?
Yeah.
For the guests, everything is clean and there's no crumbs. And I had wiped out all the drawers and all the silverware had been cleaned. I did all that for the guests. And so here I was making supper, open up my utensil drawer and went, okay, so why don't I get the same respect
Mm-hmm.
care that, an Airbnb guest gets? And so literally it took me 5 minutes. It didn't even take me 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just emptied everything out of the drawer, got out my cleaner while I was standing there cooking supper, anyways, and voila, cleaned out the utensil drawer and it looked way better.
And if it
And
looked
it
better than
felt,
you felt.
yeah, and it felt better because again, it's one of those things, right? If you're constantly opening up that drawer, closing it,
Mm-hmm.
you do that how many times a day? And it's just that little annoyance that says, oh, I got to put that on my to-do list. Oh, that's, whatever, right? Those
Mm-hmm.
little thoughts. And is that putting our energy up, our energy down, or energy neutral, right?
Yes.
So really, it's taking our energy down. It can be and that's really what this is all about. It's those subtle things that can make a big difference.
100%. Sorry for clearing your throat, my throat. It is those subtle little things. Boy, oh boy. Apparently, there was a lot
Frogs.
behind that.
There are frogs
There
coming
are
in today.
frogs.
Yeah,
Yep, there
frogs
are
and
frogs.
frogs.
All right, well, I got a card. Yay.
Okay,
And it's
go
kind of
ahead.
fun. It's the number 47 card, Wealth and Prosperity.
Yay.
And you were talking about your kitchen, and oftentimes we talk about the kitchen being the heart of the home, the stove. If you want to improve your circulation, the chi circulation, because oftentimes, not always, it's in the center of the home in the bagua as well. You want to get the energy flowing and things like that. And it is a wealth holding area of the home where we gather. We have money invested in food. We have money invested in a lot of things. So why not
Mhm.
care for that area as we should be caring for all areas of our home? Not just because it's the wealth and prosperity area, because wealth is not just financial.
Mhm.
Just let that sink in for a minute. Oftentimes we relate wealth and prosperity to dollars and cents, but it's our health. ladies and gentlemen,
Hmm.
it's our health,
It's
it's our family relationships,
it's
it's
our
our community
community.
work.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
it's
It's
our connections, it's our relationships. It is a wealth of things and people
mm-hmm.
and everything that ties into that. So when we look at wealth and prosperity in the Bagua, and here I'm just pointing, so if you're standing at your entrance to a room, depending upon where you're standing, this upper left corner, you put your left hand in, you pull your left hand out. I don't do this like my partner does. You
Hmm.
put your left hand in and you shake it all about. That's the wealth and prosperity corner, the far left of any room. So what's going on there for you? What's blocked energy? Is there blocked energy in that corner? Is it a perfectly clean corner with nothing in it? And the energy gets stuck in there. Can we round it somehow? It was interesting. I was watching a show last night, and I'm sure this is why it came up because two teams have vignettes that are set up the same, and it's a thrifting show or whatever it's called. I can't think of the title of it. And in 24 or 48 hours, they have to decorate the shows and then they get, or the rooms, and they get judged. And this one young duo, the girl kept saying, I don't like that empty corner. I don't like that
Mm.
empty corner. I don't. And she said it 3 or 4 times. And then they went out and they got a Boston fern. It filled the space. It created this curve. It was absolutely lovely, growing and vibrant. And it happened to have been the wealth and prosperity corner of that vignette. That's how quickly we can shift the energy in a space. And she recognized that that corner was dead energy, it was stuck energy. So, what do you got to say about that, my friend?
Well, going back to, cleaning my little drawer,
Mm-hmm.
right? In the kitchen, like you said, the kitchen quite often is the hub, and we
Yeah.
have, quite a bit of investment in our kitchen in the way of, food and appliances,
Appliances. Yep.
etc. Um, and it's important that to attract or I guess attract is the word, abundance,
Mm-hmm.
wealth and prosperity into your life, whether it's through, you want more relationships or more
Mm-hmm.
connection or whatever you want, more of. Um, it all comes down to how you respect, care for, and value anything is how you respect, care for, and value everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So in my kitchen, in that drawer, I was putting myself down here on the list. Right. And so by giving myself that value, that attention to say, you know what, I can care for myself and my environment just as I'm going to care for, the guest experience, then I'm putting my value up here,
Mm.
and the frequency and or the universe matches that energy. we're
Absolutely.
always we're always being, wherever our level of frequency or our level of awareness, wherever we are at any moment, just think of it like we're going wah, 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 right? We're sending out some little vibrations, and then it's coming back to us. Wah, 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 wah. So we've all heard what you're putting out there is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it works that same way energetically in your home.
And everything is energy. And we're connected to all of it, whether we want
Mhm.
to admit that or not.
Yeah, and so really, our environment, our home environment is so important. You've heard us say it 100 times or more. It really and truly is. And yeah, this morning I baked a couple loaves of bread and I noticed my oven needs to be cleaned again. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Again, I'm going to put that on my list because I deserve to have a clean oven.
Yes, you do.
I deserve to have,
You
a
deserve to be
drawer.
able to work in an environment that's supporting you.
Right. And so having all of those tools
Mhm.
functioning and clean and accessible, all of those things without any, frustration, without any
Yep.
self-talk of beating yourself up because I should have cleaned it or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, then that is beautiful.
Cool. And what
Okay.
card did you get?
Well, you're, again, number 8. Which, number 8 is actually the wealth number for a lot of people, but nature objects.
Oh, perfect.
And I love it because it says the nature objects enrich the chi in your home, which is
Hmm.
chi is life force energy, just so that you know. Particularly when they remind you of a special outdoor experience as creations of nature, bowls of shells, baskets of pine cones, any of those things really all remind us that nature is abundant.
Hmm.
Go outside and count how many blades of grass that you have on your lawn. How many leaves are on the tree?
Hmm.
I challenge you to go count them. You're not going to be able to because
No,
Mother Nature is always showing us abundance. And for us to be able to tap into that, we need to recognize and see it around in our own lives and particularly in our home environment.
exactly.
And then, back to the Airbnb thing, we just completely revamped one of my son's properties. And of course, the final touches, I go in there with my Feng Shui eyes and make
Hmm.
sure that the wealth and prosperity corner is anchored in every room that I possibly can. And it just makes me chuckle because in the kitchen, so the dining room kitchen is all one room, and the wealth and prosperity area uh, of the kitchen also happens to be the wealth and prosperity area of the home.
Oh, go figure.
Go figure. With some of it extending a little bit out on the deck. But
Hmm.
anyways, so excuse me, now I got a frog. Um, so in the one corner, there's a shelf, and on that shelf, I actually placed and I'll maybe take a picture and post it later for y'all to see. On that shelf, in eye view, right? Because this is our prime real estate right here.
Hmm.
I put a beautiful big, it's about this big around, um, uh, coral.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, so now it's illegal to
Yes.
harvest coral anymore. And that piece of coral I've had for, probably going on 25 plus years. And so, because, the fact that you can't, harvest it anymore. So to me, that's a symbol of wealth,
Yes.
right?
Invaluable.
And so I have it anchored in the wealth
Priceless.
and prosperity
Mhm.
area of that room, and then I have also a little sailboat. We live in Sylvan Lake, right? So the sailboat is silver, so it looks like it's silver. So
Hmm.
silver, precious metal.
Hmm.
So I'll take a picture and just show you. So those are some of the things that Cheryl and I, when we work with clients, we help to anchor specific areas in the home. And we just use objects that you already have, right?
And sometimes you get to go shopping, but we
Sometimes.
encourage shopping at home.
Yeah.
So while you've said that, and you talked about the Airbnb and the wealth and prosperity area, and you mentioned chi flow, everything starts at the front door, the front entrance to your property, the front entrance to your home, not necessarily the door you use, the front door associated with the address to the home. So I'm
Mhm.
going to guess, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. You not only did work on the inside of the house, but you also cleaned up and made the front entrance inviting for your
Mhm.
Airbnb. Am I correct?
100%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Anita and I, for those of you in central Alberta or beyond, if you so choose, are going to be teaching a workshop, live and in-person workshop. We haven't done one of those in a long time, coming up here at
Mhm.
Bluegrass at the Garden Center about the importance of your front entrance and inviting that chi flow in. And it's funny
Mhm.
because since I've started talking about this with some of the staff and proposing the idea, I've had someone come to me and go, when I got home last night, I realized that the front entrance is where we were put bags of garbage. They're gone. And it feels so much better. I'm like, that's exactly it. We don't realize what we do until we become aware. And
Mhm.
that's what this workshop is all about. It's about creating that awareness, not just for your home, but if you have a place of business, if you have a place where you leave the home and you go to your workspace, all of those have entrances that you want to invite the chi into. So
Mhm.
20 is plenty on your number 8, nature objects.
Mhm.
Check out your front entrance because this is the time of year for us here in North America anyway, where we can add some beauty to the front entrance of your home simply with a plant or a planter or an arrangement. Clean it up, shake the dust out of the rug, open up the door, clean the windows. There's so many little things we can do in 20 minutes. That 20 is plenty. That'll bring in more chi flow into our home. It flows around in that figure 8, like Anita was talking about, the number 8 when she said the nature objects, and into your wealth and prosperity. So everything in your life is feeling balanced. That's the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Not over here.
Mhm.
Think the Goldilocks story. Too hard, too
Mhm.
soft, just right. That just right is the balance that we want to achieve with Feng Shui. Okay.
Okay, love it. Yeah, so 20 is plenty. Again, we talked about, my kitchen, wealth and prosperity area, nature of it, objects. So what can you do in 20 minutes to shift the energy in your home? And maybe, just like I did in the Airbnb, maybe there's
Oh.
a nature object that you already own that has deep personal meaning for you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at it or hold it or touch it, it feels, it makes you feel abundant. It makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I bought that back from, that beautiful once in a lifetime trip that I went on to Mexico or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? So if it holds or imbues that feeling of abundance and prosperity and gratitude, then yeah, put it in your wealth and prosperity area. So
Exactly.
20 is plenty. Okay, let's have the numbers for
All
today.
right. Well, 47 equals an 11 equals a 2 plus your 8 equals a 10 is 1. And I always get my refer to double
Mhm.
digitology, Marilyn Harper, Joy Roby. And it's interesting because the
Mhm.
single one represents individuality, a leadership energy, a creative approach to igniting new, exciting, wondrous ideas, getting started on a new project or job. Well, that wraps up perfectly with your 20 is plenties, from the wealth and prosperity to the kitchen to your utensil drawer to the front entrance of your house. We went all around the circle and back again.
Yes. Mhm. We certainly did. And leave us a comment. I'm going to
Yes.
post some pictures later to give you an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Leave us a comment. Keep an eye out for that in-person workshop that we will be doing coming up later this month. And other than that, have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully tomorrow I can take off the
The sweater.
sweaters. I've still been wearing sweaters
It's
because
June.
we've had rain and cold and
Yeah.
I actually have to do some outside work hopefully sometime today in
Maybe.
between rain. So yeah, tomorrow I'm hoping I get to put on a pair of shorts or something. Oh, wouldn't that be a novel idea? Anyways,
Regardless,
have a fantastic weekend, everyone, and we'll see you next Friday.
thanks for joining us. Bye.